first one to arrive. Who would arrive early or on time?
Never be more than 1 hour early.
So early.
Okay. So, Sona, you are the first one here at Elysium. Elysium in San Francisco uh, specifically is held in a old abandoned theater that has been retrofitted to sort of service, you know, kindred nightlife. Players. We some kindred. I'm going to restart that sentence because my brain stopped for a second. Has been retrofitted for kindred nightlife. Um, there is plenty of opportunity to get a drink if you need it, to meet up with other kindred, to sort of relax and talk and convene without fear of being attacked or anything like that. Elysium is a safe place for all kindred. Uh, Sona, what do you look like, and what do you do when you get here?
Stepping into the door, standing at about 5'10", will be this olive-skinned kindred, clean face with very pronounced features, and short black hair that is covered up by a bandana headscarf-looking thing. Um, that goes very far down the forehead. They wear a button-up and vest and slacks, and a tie that is very loosely tied, John Constantine style. And Sona will wordlessly go, peering around, looking at all of the changes that have happened in the 3 decades since they were last here. Uh-oh.
Lost someone?
It appears that Roman's internet is on the
We've
fritz.
lost our storyteller.
All right, I'm the storyteller now. Everyone roll a fortitude.
Hello, everyone. This is just Dice. We're gonna head to break for a moment, and we'll see if we can get this fixed. Thank you for your patience.
The gremlins.
Yeah.
They've arrived.
Hi. AT&T is being extra homophobic this June. But we're back now and ready to get going again. I believe when I dropped, Milan was describing his character, and if he could continue doing that, that'd be great.
Right. I already forgot what I said. 5'10"? That sounds right.
Yes.
Sure.
Standing at about 5'10", you see a kindred with olive skin walk into the room. It with clean-shaven face, but rather pronounced features, especially in the mouth, which is closed right now. But with the short black hair covered up with a bandana headscarf piece of fabric. They are also wearing a button-up and vest and tie combo, but tie John Constantine style. And they wear slacks and simple leather shoes. And they go and look around at all of the changes that have happened in the 3 decades since they have been here.
Oh yeah. Aesthetically, not a lot has changed since the 90s. Though to be fair, in the 90s, the aesthetic appeared to have not been changed in at least 40 years. A lot of the original pieces of this theater are still here. A lot of the original furniture has been like refurbished and kept sort of, exactly how it was when it first opened. There are kindred here that you do not recognize, though. A lot more younger ones since your time here. You can see some ghouls in like security sort of outfits walking around. You see there's a ghoul behind a like counter, what was previously a snack counter for this theater that has been retrofitted into a bar with both Kine liquor as well as various types of blood, depending on what you're in the mood for.
Eyeing the ghouls in a particular way, Sona will just go ahead and find a place to sit.
Just like off in a corner by yourself, or
Yeah, just so I can see the entrance.
very good. All right. Who would be here next? Let me rephrase. Would any of the three of you be on time?
No.
No.
No? Okay.
On time.
Who would be the least fashionably late?
I'd be like 5 minutes late on purpose. You know,
Okay.
like, because I was sitting outside for 5 minutes just so I could call myself fashionably late.
Mm-hmm. Like you got there 10 minutes early and then said, well, can't have this.
Exactly. Yes.
Wow.
Precisely.
Sit in your car for a little while.
Perfect. Would you like to describe Irene?
So Irene is 6'1", but she's wearing 4-inch heels. So absolutely just looking down on everyone, you know, both physically and metaphorically. She has like wild, very puffy, like orange hair that's like just intentionally sort of disastrous, I suppose, with a very obviously curated aesthetic. Not necessarily refined, but more like avant-garde type vibes. So yeah.
Nice. All right. So
Rock, paper,
As you-
scissors.
as you go in, you see the same sort of scene here. Nothing super serious happening. Not super busy here either. There's only like 4 kindred who are actually here, one of which you recognize as your old coterie mate.
All right. I go get a drink, and then I go up to my old pal.
Just like straight blood, or
Yeah. What am I, an animal?
Uh,
I grabbed us our old table.
Yes. Quite old. We really need a new designer. This place was fine 30 years ago, I think, but now it's just tacky.
You would have thought they would have fixed the crumbling stairwell, at least a little. You know, get a ghoul on it or something.
Some people are very old-fashioned. They're like, oh, we can't fix the stairwell. It's vintage. Honey, that's not vintage. It's just trash.
Well, the
I'm
past...
vintage.
Yeah, we all are nowadays, huh?
want to say that to the prince?
Say whatever I like to the prince. What's he gonna do about it?
Rue and Julio, do you want to rock, paper, scissors?
well,
I feel like if they
Oh.
tie, they have to walk in at the same time.
What were you gonna say, Julio?
so my character would be late because he doesn't want to go at all.
Mm.
So he
So you're
would-
probably
make a
later
purpose.
then.
yeah.
Yeah. Because Zara is just late to everything because, like, she's just abandoned all sense of time. It's not important to them anymore.
Which makes sense.
So Zara walks in. Zara is about 5'7", and they've got sort of like a lighter olive than Sona, but like also an olive complexion. And of very brightly dyed purple hair, and their eyebrows are also dyed purple. And wearing sort of like very loose, flowy, almost see-through clothing. Like it's just what's the word? Acceptable enough to be wearing in public. And like very clear clown makeup. Like they've got the diamonds on their face. Sometimes they have other things, but today they've got diamonds drawn on their face and a little heart-shaped birthmark up by the top of their eye. And Z just kind of wanders in, not like apologetic for being late, not noticing they're late at all. Really, just walks in.
Alright,
They made it.
fantastic. I'm glad you're all here. It makes the campaign so much easier to run. Yeah, you see a rather not tense but stiff conversation happening between Irene and Sona.
I'll grab a drink, but I want something that's mixed.
Hmm.
So whatever they've got that's like part blood, part liquor, I'm here for it.
Alright.
I'll grab that and I'll tip the ghoul that's bartending. Or the kindred, is it a ghoul or a kindred?
It's a ghoul who's bartending. You give them some money and there's like, oh, all right, you don't have to.
Oh, consider it a gift.
Alright. Tucks it into the like vest pocket.
And
Uh,
oh, sorry.
I'll say, go. Would you like to make me a rouse check to activate the blush of life,
Yeah.
which will allow you to consume kind foods such as liquor?
What do I? How many?
Just roll. You just roll your hunger die.
Okay. That's a success.
All right, you do not get hungrier. And you see Zara's some more color comes back into his complexion. A little bit of if you're close enough, you'd see like notice a little bit of heat back into the skin, enough to, consume kind foods, use touchscreen devices, things like that.
Whoa,
Yeah,
we
fun
can't use
fact.
cell phones.
Kindred can't use touchscreens unless they activate the Blush of Life.
So funny. But having gotten my drink, I'll make my way over to the very tense conversation that's happening, and just sort of like place myself in sort of a triangle with the two of them. Well, it's been a while. You look lovely as ever.
Yes. You look like yourself, Zara. As always.
Oh, well, I'd hate to look like somebody else. Then how would you know it was me?
We're just talking about vintage versus trashy after all. You have to keep your trademark.
And what? Well, I think if one of us has to be trashy, it might as well be me, right?
Nice weather we're having.
Oh, Sona, you've got to work on that one.
I haven't spoken to many these past how many years?
Oh, the weather's lovely down by the docks if you'd like to come see the circus. Very foggy all the time.
Perhaps it's been a while.
And finally, arriving, I'd say probably a solid 45 minutes late to this meeting.
Yes.
Tio.
So Theo walks into the room and very heavy footsteps. He stands about 6'3". He's dark, warm skin tone and complexion. Long brown locks that he wears up, and physically, he's imposing in the way that they are kind of gangly, and the shoulders are broad, the arms are kind of gangly, the legs are long. Has almost a zombie-like gait. And they wear a black turtleneck with a floor-length trench coat, tight black leather pants with steel-toed combat boots, adorned in gold chains, rings, and a steel chain wrapped around as a belt. Of course, wears his red circular glasses, and you can see he's got faint scars jutting out from the sides of his lips. And as he enters, he looks over at the bar, nods at the ghoul, and ghoul just grabs the most expensive bottle of Jamaican rum,
Good.
pours him a shot. Teo, they pick it up, take a smell of it, and places it back down, and gives it back to the ghoul.
Take it and shot at himself.
Good for them.
Teo is who I wanted to be in middle school.
Yeah, me too.
All of us. All of us.
Who's who I want to be now.
Thanks for the gender envy, Julio.
Sorry. And it is apparent that there is a large weapon on him, a large dagger knife. And he strolls up to the group, and they say, well, Sona, Irene, Zara, how are we?
Trashy as ever.
Clearly.
How are you wearing that in this weather?
My love, I'm undead.
Yeah, I understand that. Oh, guys, did you know that they're fucking undead? Did we know this?
Oh, and I forget, a big thing is, Theo looks different from the last time you've seen him. They looked like a zombie before, but now she's got just a regular, lively appearance.
You're looking very well.
Mm. It's been a bit of a reunion, and the blood's changed a bit.
Hmm.
That's quite vague and not at all concerning.
Fascinating, really.
Whatever it is, I don't want to know. Right now, at least.
Don't worry, I don't know either, so.
Oh, even better.
Welcome to the club.
Yes, I feel like we'll all have discovered quite a few things have changed about one another.
You you all foresee a woman approaching you. She has light black skin, wearing a very nice white suit with a red tie, one gun holstered on each side, like with shoulder holsters. You do recognize her. This is you've not like interacted with her a whole lot, but this is Mackenzie Lamb. She's the right hand to the prince. But she approaches the four of you and says, "With me, please." And we'll turn around and just start walking away.
I follow.
Well,
Yeah.
Something you wanted a message you want to give to the prince, Sona? What was that again?
Hmm?
Never mind, we'll figure it out later.
I missed something fun.
She leads you out down a hallway into a back room to the prince's office. And we'll just walk forward and open the door and walk in. And as you do, you hear a voice from inside yelling, "I am telling you, we can't afford to do that right now." And as soon as the door opens, the voice goes, "What?" and looks up at the five of you, and you see behind a desk, like leaning forward on the desk, is Prince Aeon Martinez. They have brown skin. They're wearing this black silken gown with a very deep V-cut neck, a necklace with several rubies set into it. They have like an asymmetrical bob haircut. Looks up at the five of you and says, I was in the middle of a meeting." And Mackenzie will say, "You said bring them as soon as they got here." "So I did." And the prince will just sigh and, "Yeah, okay." You motion to the four of you to come in.
We enter?
Mm-hmm.
There are notably two chairs in here on the other side of the prince's desk. One is currently being occupied by a man, very pale white skin, wearing a black coat, like a long black coat and gloves, a face that is both very punchable and obnoxiously handsome at the same time. And he has a long necklace on with a symbol dangling from the end of it that looks almost like a crooked scythe. And he just sort of sits there, listening, observing, while the prince looks around to the four of you and says, "You're late."
That's my fault.
What's time, really?
Time is money, and money is power. I have other places to be tonight. Adam wanted you to meet here 45 minutes ago.
As I said, that is my fault.
Good, I know who to blame.
Well, I was late too. Don't throw it all on Teo.
This is a failing of all of us.
Right. Okay. I don't suppose the four of you knew what Adam wanted to meet here about.
Only that it was important enough to call upon the last line that connected any of us.
Great. Wonderful. Okay, more questions and no answers. This is fine. This is fine.
But he's not here, and you don't seem to know what's going on, so I take it he didn't inform you either?
Huh. Oh, you are out of the loop. Okay. Yeah, Adam's dead.
Dead. Or undead. Dead.
Begging your pardon?
Final. Dead.
Mm.
You see, they just look very frustrated with all of this.
And what do we know of their death?
Not much. No, not much. And I have been busy with the Sabbat and the Anarchs breathing down my neck. This last month, I haven't had the chance to look into it. I was hoping that the four of you would have some more answers.
Well, I'm sure you all know Adam and I, we didn't always get along, but I feel that I owe it to them. So, what's the job?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can be useful.
Can we call it a favor instead of a job? I don't like the word job.
Job entails money. Favor? Doesn't.
Favor is sexier.
No.
Yes.
How about we call it a command?
That's
the
also
least
pretty sexy.
option. This is
You
why we
know-
have milk
You-
trauma.
You say they kind of agree. Um,
You always have my eyes. Your radiance.
Thank you, Sona. As polite as ever. Cool. So 2 days ago, Mackenzie went to meet with Adam to figure out what was up with him, and he was dead.
Did they find the body?
Oh yeah. All I know for sure is that he was working on something secretive. You see, they look a little annoyed at this. And I don't like secrets in my city. So if you figure out what he was doing, and the four of you never have to come back here again. You never have to hear from me again. It's this, whatever's happening here, pray that it's not a big a deal as Adam was making it out to be. I have too many things happening. You see the man sitting in the chair will perk up and say, if I can be of any assistance, and the prince will go, no, I need you for other things. Shut up. Okay. Mackenzie can take you to where he was staying. Okay. That means you can go now.
Good evening.
Not yet.
Till next time, Prince.
Till next time, come back with answers. And Mackenzie will just stand by the door and sort of gesture for you to step out.
Dale specifically waits till everyone else has left the room to exit.
You would see the man in the chair turn to stare at you all as you go, just sort of nodding his head lightly, taking you all in.
Interesting.
All right. And the four of you are led out of the prince's office and back into the main area of Elysium, where Mackenzie will turn to you and ask, so, what do you know?
Exactly what we've been told.
That the prince is a little bit stressed. That's all I know.
An understatement.
I
Yeah,
quite
hello.
literally flew in 4 hours ago, so you probably have more information than I do.
Not especially. The prince has a lot on their plate right now. Sabbat and Anarchs have been more active than normal. Had to bring in that man from Cleveland, of all places, to
Say
help.
Cleveland?
Yes.
Cleveland.
Ooh.
Yes.
Who is that, by the way?
His name is Caius. He's a big name in the East. He's here to help take care of the Anarch problem. Apparently, he has experience.
There's kindred in Cleveland.
There's anyone in Cleveland?
I
There's
couldn't imagine.
one or two.
I always just thought it was a bunch of ghouls pretending to be.
Maybe it is. I've never been. Never really want to.
So, Mackenzie, is there anything else you can tell us about? So you saw Adam's body,
Yes, I did.
and what has been done with the body?
Well, it's nothing.
How long ago was he discovered?
2 days ago.
Oh,
I
that's
went-
rotten.
Well,
Where?
in his apartment.
We'll start
Can we
there.
see?
Did you leave the body there? Or did you bring it somewhere?
Left it there. I thought the four of you might want to investigate.
Well, Irene, do you want to see a
Goodness.
dead body?
It's gonna smell like shit in there.
Th-
Probably would have anyway.
All right, let's go.
See it where it stands, I guess.
Well, not exactly where it stands. It's been decomposing for 2 days.
Well, I suppose he's not standing, but you know, semantics, love.
Yeah, he might have been killed standing up.
Well,
Funny, I always thought that one would outlive us all.
Mackenzie will drive unless one of you wants to specifically.
yes, Dale will most definitely drive, as they are the driving type. Their vehicle is of the Jeep genre, and it has all the trappings of the Jeep genre, with floodlights and those things in the front. I don't know cars. Those things in the front with the bumper stuff.
Julio, I don't know what I would do in a game with you if you didn't describe the breeds of car to me.
I'm trying to work my way through cars. That's
Like the movie?
No, no, no. The encyclopedia of cars and
Okay.
breeds and genres and types.
Mhm. Everything I know about cars, I learned from the Fast and the Furious.
That's pretty much it.
This is a shelter car. We rescued them about
I think we should take this campaign to space.
I'm ready.
But cleric, that's where the sun is.
It's also where the moon is, though.
If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go big.
Go big or go
Blaze of glory.
to death.
Maybe we'll get some dinosaurs in here.
We'll go at night.
That's
Irene is not a smart person.
Problem solved.
But yes, Teo leads everyone to his car and opens the door for Irene, and then not for everyone else.
Suckers.
instinctively
Fine.
Sona will get into the back middle seat, but realize that there's not five. Well, there's usually because we have Adam with us, and then we'll just sit in the regular side seat.
Well, Mackenzie is with
Well,
you, so
yeah,
there are
okay.
5.
Oh, what generation is Mackenzie?
Mackenzie, you don't know.
Do I have less or more authority than Mackenzie?
Less.
Okay, then I will sit in the middle seat.
I'm getting on the other side of. It'll be Zara, Sona, and then Mackenzie.
Very good. Yeah, Mackenzie has the most authority in San Francisco other than the prince. That being said, she's not really a give orders type of person. More a tell me what to do and it will get done. And that is a promise. And Adam hasn't moved in 30 years, so
That tracks.
yeah.
So Teo that's where he heads.
I
Very
can't
good.
imagine living in the same place for 30 years.
Plus the however long he was here before that.
Before that, yeah.
Fucking Adam's lived there longer than the fucking landlord.
Adam was the landlord.
What? No. Adam was a good guy. You are you drive to Adam's apartment, which is no, it's not in like a nice part of the town, but it's it's very middling. He was Adam never was too interested in finery or anything like that. He was always busy with one conspiracy or another. But Mackenzie will take out a key to the apartment building and unlock it, and you can all head up to the apartment itself. It has some police tape outside of it that Mackenzie just sort of tears down and pulls out another key, unlocks the door, and opens it up. And inside is a modest 1-bedroom apartment. Not a lot of furnishings. There's a couch and a little like table. Fucking, I can't think of the word. One of those tiny tables that you can move around, and it's big enough for like one person, like a tray table.
Mm-hmm.
And kitchen, but in the middle of the living room, you do see a horribly burnt body. It does look like there was a bit of a struggle here. There's some like scratching along the walls. There's a dent in one of the other walls where like something hit it very hard, and plenty of scorch marks around the body to show that like this was where this happened. Mackenzie walks in and says, "This is where I found him."
Was where we also found him. Still there.
I don't know what he was working on. I tried to find any information about anything, but Adam was good at hiding things. What do you make of it?
I think he's
Usually
dead.
Might have been lit on fire.
Rue, I think you're muted.
Clearly, there was a fight of some kind before he died.
And
Yeah.
you said he was working on a project?
When the prince got word that the four of you were coming back to meet with him, they asked me to find out why. All Adam would tell me was that he was working on something big. Came here to get more information. Didn't work out.
It seems like it was pretty big.
Big enough to get him killed.
So,
Can I walk around and sort of see if I can see any clues as to who might have come in here or if they took anything?
Sure. You can make me a wits or no, a wits investigation roll.
Cool. One,
And anyone else who would like to can make me one of those.
I was hoping to use a discipline power.
Ooh. What you want to do?
Well, I'll describe this first. Sona will step forward with his back to everyone, and pull off the top of the headband and reveal the third eye as they activate Sense the Unseen.
Absolutely.
Which, if I remember correctly, let me pull that up. I think I need to do a check of some kind.
I don't think you need a rouse check for Sense the Unseen.
No, it is free.
Yeah. And that basically just lets you see ghosts and such.
Something supernatural hiding in plain sight. The sense of the vampire becomes attuned to the dimensions beyond the untamed, mundane, allowing them to sense presences otherwise hidden from the naked eye. This can be anything from another vampire using obfuscate to someone using auspex to spy on the character to a ghost in the middle of the room. Blood sorcery spells and rituals might also be found with this power at the storyteller's discretion. So
Very
I
good.
need to roll wits plus auspex, and if you want to hide something, if it's supernatural, you do a difficulty of your choice.
All right. Go ahead and roll that. Rue, what did you get?
So I got 3 regular successes, 1 failure, not on a hunger die, and a total success on the hunger die.
Oh, you rolled a 10 on the hunger die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Great. Good for me.
Okay. Did anybody else make a investigate roll? No? Alright.
Okay. Everything above 6 is a success, so I got 4
6 and
successes.
above. Yes.
Not on my hunger die at all.
Alright. So Zara, you walk in and you see your dead friend. And it is that's the smell, because again, you've all predicted there's not a great smell in here. Um, but seeing all of this is a little overwhelming, and as you begin looking around, sort of moving things around, everything goes like really like quiet and distant. Um, and you all watch Zara. You know, they've done this before. You've seen it before. But they sort of just stop what they're doing and stare off into the middle distance. As Zara, you recall a time long ago. You're not sure exactly how long ago, but long ago, um, of running down the middle of a street while things around you burned, yelling, shouting, and you feel yourself holding somebody's hand. You look over to see who, but they're obscured. And you uh, shake your head back to reality. Um, Meanwhile, you look over and you see Sona now with the third eye revealed. Looking around, Sona, you move through. You look into the bathroom, which is completely barren and unused because Kindred don't have to do that. But you do see something weird when you look into the mirror. You see there's a symbol drawn into the mirror, like a glyph, reflecting a reflection from the wall opposite it. When you look back at the wall, you see nothing, but in the mirror, with your third eye open, you can see that there. And Zara, as you see that happening, you look over near the wall where Sona is like looking between a couple of the tiles on the wall, look slightly discolored from the rest of it.
Could I do some sort of occult roll to try and determine the origin of this symbol?
Sure. Make a intelligence occult roll.
Okay, so that's one hunger die.
Indeed.
Would this count as my specialty for occult kindred, or just no?
Nah.
Okay. That will be 3 successes.
Yeah, this is a somewhat simple blood sorcery ability that is used to obfuscate things, to keep something hidden from normal sight.
I'm going to go over to where the glyph is on the wall in the meat space, and I'm just going to grip and crack wherever it is supposed to be drawn.
Very good. You reach out to those slightly off-colored tiles and just crunch through them with your powerful kindred claws. And as you do, your hand pushes through into a open space behind this wall, and some of the tiles surrounding it, as you destroy the glyph, sort of just fall away and crack onto the ground, revealing a little doorway into a secret hidden room. I will also note that the last time the last time you sort of talked to Adam, he did not know blood sorcery. So that's new.
Someone's been busy.
Damn Tremere again. All right.
The other side of this, the other part of this hidden room is very much, much more used than the rest of the apartment, it would appear. There are papers and things scattered around in a very wild pattern, like all on the floors, the wall, the desks. Like somebody was looking for something in here. Whether they found it or not, there is a board up on, like, a very typical by the numbers conspiracy board up on one of the walls that has a large claw slash through it, sort of destroying the coherency of it. And you see there is a computer, like an old desktop computer with the like big back, circa 2002, over in the corner. What do you want to do?
Theo relegates that persona.
All right. I suppose this would just be an investigation to try and find out more, right?
What are you looking through? What are you trying to find out?
I want to see what most of these papers pertain to.
Sure, you don't necessarily have to roll for that. There are a lot of things in here. Some of them nonsense. You see some things sort of about guessing, like, which celebrities are actually kindred. There's a whole file about how the moon landing was faked. Some of the fresher looking papers. Yes, Rihanna confirmed kindred. Some of the fresher looking papers, you see, like, tax records and like financial records.
Vampire taxes.
Yeah. Of various places across the city, various clubs. You see one private school, like private arts school. There is there's like one hardware store, which is sure. And,
I'm gonna pocket the list of businesses.
Yeah. There's also a bowling alley
Vampire
on there.
Lowe's.
This might actually be a clue as to some of the things he was getting into. I will slip the paper into my back pocket. Someone better with electronics should probably look at the computer.
Zara puts their hands up. It was not me.
Yes, I remember when you blew up my calculator.
Listen, we don't get along very well, me and anything electric, really.
Good old TI-84. RIP.
I like the way keyboards sound when my nails clack on them, so I'll do it.
Best reason ever. Yeah, you boot up the computer and it asks for a password.
I put in Rihanna. Enter.
Incorrect. 2 guesses remaining.
Oh shit, there's a countdown. Alright.
Dale does like the dad thing as they like look over Irene's shoulder. Try Dale's an asshole. Try
Alright, I do it.
Incorrect. 1
God
guess
damn it.
remaining.
Alright, maybe we should actually.
All right. I'm going to. I don't think. Does scry the soul work on a dead body?
Interesting. Interesting. What discipline is that under?
Auspex.
Let's see.
Here, I can read it. Hold on. By focusing on a person, the vampire can perceive the state of that person's psyche as a shifting aura. No, this is not even useful.
I can identify objects and locations important to ghosts, but I don't know that would necessarily help.
There's a ghost in this house.
It wouldn't necessarily give us the answer. It would just tell us things that are important.
In all of our time with Adam, do we remember any talk of someone Adam may have left behind before turning?
Huh. Let's make a composure insight roll.
Composure insight. All right, that's interesting.
Those not your best skills?
No, insight's one of my best, and composure's okay. But that is 1 crit, not on the hunger die.
Okay, so 2 successes.
I wager I can't make this roll.
I mean, try. 2 successes. Yeah, you do remember every now and then that Adam would talk about when he was like, extra delirious, like creeping toward. Adam had a tendency to forget to go to sleep. You can recall at least 4 instances where he almost got incinerated by the sun because he just forgot it was daytime and almost walked outside. But when he would be sort of in those states, he would mention an old husband that he had when he was Kine, though you don't quite recall the name.
Maybe we can piece together something with all of these papers and the Pepe Sylvia board we've got going on here. Maybe the password's somewhere around that.
Would Adam's old husband happen to be named Pepe Sylvia?
If only.
Yeah.
Okay. Adam was weird, but also sentimental. I don't quite remember the name of his old friend.
They were roommates.
Oh my
yes,
god,
they
were
were
roommates.
Oh my god.
They were very close friends.
Very close. You could
Yes,
say.
keep in mind when I say husband, this would have been far before that was actually allowed to be a thing.
Oh yeah.
That was simply what they called each other.
Sona's still not quite aware that it's legal to be openly queer, so uses veiled language to try and protect people still.
Fantastic.
I can't imagine he's got a diary or something lying around, does he?
Did anyone check underneath the keyboard?
Oh shit.
Just flip it upside. Just.
There's nothing underneath the keyboard, unfortunately.
Maybe the password is under the keyboard.
We only have one try remaining, so maybe don't
All right,
do that.
all right. We'll do that one. Not later, I guess, because we have one try.
Can't we get a Nosferatu to just hack into this or something? I feel like it's guessing might just make things worse.
Mackenzie sort of leaning on the entrance to the secret room says, "We can always just take the computer with us if we need to."
We can. Oh.
Do we have to cut the cords to free it from the wall?
You could just unplug it.
Just unplug it.
Unplug it? Alright.
Computers aren't my thing.
I can't use them, literally.
The four of you need to get with the times.
No.
I have a
Why?
phone. I have a mobile phone. Don't worry.
Let me see it.
I pull
Let me
out
see
a
your
Palm
phone.
Pilot. The one with the little trackpad ball.
Yep, okay. That's what I thought.
Ma'am, I'd like you to know that I literally can't use them, but I wish I could sometimes.
Reasonable.
I have a child to do all the gadgets for me. She
That's a
she
smart
showed me the
idea.
Facebook. It's a book of faces.
Oh boy.
Do you carry
I
it
would-
around?
What?
Do you carry the book around?
No, I can't.
Hmm.
It heats up really quick.
Oh.
Very uncomfortable.
You are all old people, aren't you? Yeah. Mackenzie will come over and like unplug the computer and heft it up onto her shoulder.
You could also just get a Nosferatu to come here. I mean, if it's under the authority of the prince, they could get out of their hold for that. You already unplugged it.
Well, I wish you would have suggested that before I.
Alright.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Set the computer back down.
This place smells like shit. What respectable Nosferatu is gonna want to come in here? They literally have nose in their title. You think they want to come to this stinky ass place?
It is ironic because some of them don't actually have noses anymore.
It is funny. It is.
I will say, it's probably better to take it with us because if we just leave it here, whoever came through the first time might come in again.
Oh. They might come through again, you're right.
Oh,
But I
guess-
feel like
What I'm thinking.
I think I am. Maybe.
And should we put a camera or what have you up, perhaps?
we could also just have someone wait here.
As that happens, Theo just he's gonna use unseen passage and turn invisible.
Ooh.
Okay. Is this an obfuscate ability?
It is, I believe. Yes.
With this power, the vampire can now move around while staying hidden. The user is functionally invisible per the usual obfuscate limitations. I need you to make me one rouse check.
So please, how do I do that?
Just roll your hunger die.
It's a 5.
That's 5. 5 is a failure. As you tap into the innate magic of your blood, it does take a piece of you with it as your hunger increases to 2. So now whenever you make a roll, you'll have 2 hunger dice in your pool instead of 1. You can lower the hunger by, feeding. And yes, as long as you admit no overpowering odors and no sound louder than a whisper, it works. You only have attention drawn to you with a detection roll. Cool. All right. You watch, or rather, don't watch, as Teo just sort of disappears.
Yeah. And I assume he would also use Silence of Death, which is free.
Yes.
Silences their footsteps and any sound from their.
With Sense the Unseen, do I still see Teo?
Yes. Yes.
You would, yes.
The only thing that can
well,
detect.
yeah, Taya, if you wanted to hide from Sona, you could make a roll to do it, but
There's no reason to.
Alright.
And Teo just creepily does like the Blair Witch thing and just goes to the corner.
Mackenzie says, "Yeah, okay." Puts a phone, a little like flip phone, into her pocket and says, "Yeah, we'll get someone here to deal with that in like 10 minutes." And she'll just
Sona,
go.
you're... Oh, sorry.
So she'll just go over and start like picking up papers and reading them.
Sona, your ability lets you see ghosts too, right, or no?
Potentially, if there is one. It's interesting.
And if they're not actively trying to hide.
Yes.
Right, because I can see ghosts if I use mine, but I wasn't going to use it if you've already like checked that out.
I mean, yours might be more suited. Mine is just a general see into the past the veil. Yours probably gives you a greater connection with the world of the dead.
It does, yeah.
And if you would like to, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to activate my Oblivion.
Alright. Does that require a rouse
succeeded.
check? Nice.
Yes, I succeeded.
Alright, and what does this power do?
So I'm going to both use Oblivion Sight, which allows me to ignore all darkness penalties, even supernatural darkness, and see ghosts. If there are any ghosts. And also, in the same category, the Binding Fetter lets me identify objects and locations important to ghosts via faint aura.
Okay. That's cool.
It doesn't say what I have to roll.
If it doesn't say you have to roll anything, then it just happens.
Okay.
Yeah. There are presently no ghosts in the apartment.
Okay.
Hi, doggy. But you do have until. But I assume this lasts until the end of the scene. So, if it does come up, I will let you know.
Perfect. Thank you. Oh, and also, when I use this ability, my eyes go entirely black. So
Good.
everyone seeing me, my eyes are now just two like black sockets.
Very good.
Zara is always so dramatic with the aesthetics when they do this kind of shit. Sure, it looks cool, but it's just a little bit dramatic, in my opinion.
I quite literally open a third eye on my forehead and weep vitae whenever I use certain powers.
Yeah, but
Black eyes is mundane.
I'm hurt. You think I'm mundane?
I've just witnessed kindred who manifest their abilities in extremely horrifying ways. The fact that yours doesn't make me want to retch is a compliment, actually.
Oh, well, thank you.
There is a knock at the door, and then it opens as you see a kindred sort of just like poke their head in and look around and go, "This is the right place? Yeah, okay, cool." And scoot in and close the door. You see they have a, this is very obviously a Nosferatu. They have a slew of like blisters and boils across their forehead and down the side of their face. A like crooked set of teeth that jut out and spike in all sorts of directions. The grayish cracked skin along the neck and the hands, wearing like a hoodie and a beanie. They look definitely no older than like 1920 when they were turned. Pokes and says, "Right, computer trouble, right?
In there.
Cool. Hi. I don't. I'm Greg. I don't know any of you.
Let's just say we've been in this city. Was our old haunting grounds.
Ah, cool, 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 cool.
This
So you're
apartment
like,
belonged to one of our friends.
hmm, is it that guy?
Yes.
Yes.
That sucks.
A little bit.
Yeah, just rolls his shoulders and cracks his fingers and goes, "Whoa, this is old school." And sits down, get to work on the computer. With that, we're gonna take a quick, like 5-10 minute bio break. We're gonna stretch, do our bios, refill our drinks. I should get some water. I've been drinking soda all day. And orange juice. I had orange juice earlier. See you in a little bit. party people. We're gonna jump right back into our chronicle here. The Gehenna Principal. Our old coterie reconvened in San Francisco, their previous stomping grounds, to meet with the fifth member of said coterie. Is Michi named Adam Kang, who they found out was unfortunately barbecued to the final death. They went to investigate his apartment to find out this big secret that he was keeping with a secret Pepe Sylvia type room and a computer. Unfortunately, none of them know how computers work, so they had to call in a Nosferatu named Greg to do that for them. So this kid, basically, like I said, like he's like definitely no more than like 19 or 20 when he was turned, and almost certainly of a younger generation. Didn't recognize you. Pulls up a chair and sits in front of this like box computer and says, "Oh, this thing is retro. I love it. It's gonna make it a little harder to get into, actually, which might explain why." Uh, uh, what was what's the corpse's name?
Adam.
Adam? Yeah, it might explain why Adam kept it. Let's see.
Standing behind Greg, just like Tia was before, like doing the mom thing. The password bar is right there. We've already tried Rihanna.
Tried. Okay. Did Adam have a thing for Rihanna?
No.
All right. All right. That's
It
fine.
is possible that it is a name, though. Adam had a husband.
Okay. I mean, I'm not really trying to guess the password. I'm just trying to get around it because that's honestly sounds way easier. Since I don't know this guy or knew that guy, whatever.
You can get around the password?
Yeah. How old are all of you?
Is it by cutting the cords in the back? Is that how you get around it?
No,
That's a rude question to ask someone how old she is.
that would break the computer. Wow. All right. Glad you called me. They'll
In
spend
fact, we might need to call upon you again, so I will put your phone number in my... I believe the kind call it a BlackBerry.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that is.
It's this. It's a mobile phone.
Sure.
I can write your number down in a notepad.
You have a face in the book.
What?
You have your
Oh.
face in the book.
No, I don't subscribe to the panopticon that is social media.
I read a quite interesting book about social media once. I've never used it myself, but it was interesting.
Cool.
We're just bothering this young kid while they're trying to do a job.
They're over here just like, all right. Teo is obfuscated over in the corner. Yeah, Greg has not noticed Teo at all. And it takes about 20 minutes or so, and then just goes, boom, done. All right. You look over, you see the Adam's desktop is open. It looks. Greg looks around and says, "That's. All right. Looks like the hard drive on here was wiped a couple days ago, except for one video file. Want me to play it?"
There's no chance of getting anything on that hard drive, huh?
I can try, but I'll need some time.
Do that, but first play the video.
Alright. There's just like a single video file in the middle of the desktop. entitled "Play Me." Um,
Okay.
Very, very subtle.
he clicks on it, and you see a camera sort of shake as it gets like set up, and then Adam steps around in front of it, looking almost exactly like you remember, light brown skin, short black hair, more like tousled than normal, um, very a buttoned up shirt, but like three of the buttons are in the wrong place. Um, he looks in the camera, pushes his hair back, and says, "Right, if you're seeing this, I'm dead for good this time. Um, Zara, Irene, Teo, and Sona, I hope it's the four of you watching this. I don't necessarily trust anyone else with what is on here.
Well,
Something
Greg's
big is
here.
happening."
Can he hear us? Greg's here.
No, this is like a movie.
Oh. Damn.
Something big is happening. Something is rising uh, beneath San Francisco. Um, there's too many thin bloods around. I've been counting them. You see him like run off camera and hear some rustling and fucker, and runs back with some a folder, a like blue folder that's wrapped up in a cord. It says, I've been counting them. Um, there's too many. I don't know what's happening, but it's bad. There's the Anarchs and the Sabbat are moving in, but no one seems to know who's in charge. Uh, I I don't have all the answers, but something something bad is happening. He picks up the blue folder again and says, "Most of my notes are in here." Um, the I don't. I'm sorry. I If you're watching this, it means that I fucked up. Uh, Someone found out what I was doing. Um, this might take a minute to decipher. There's a lot in here. Start with the Brimstone Club. That's whoever's in charge of that. I can't find out who's in charge, but there's things happening. There's laundering something. There's kindred money there. So start there. I'll like reach over and turn the camera off.
What was the name of that club one more time?
The Brimstone Club.
Brimstone. I heard a completely different word.
Which one?
Burnstar.
That's a badass name too.
We don't see that blue file anywhere around here, do we?
No, you don't. Funnily enough.
Well, seems like fortune has decided to frown today.
It's not all bad. Now we can go clubbing.
Oh, joy.
Greg will.
Another exercise in hedonism.
Greg, do you want to come clubbing with us?
Do you? Okay, I mean no, but don't you want me to figure out, try and recover the hard drive?
Can't you do that at the club?
No.
Huh.
No,
All right.
I'm gonna take it back to my place. I have a setup. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and fucking export this thing, like update it to my rig, which is.
Will this cost you any money?
Well, this.
What's your account? and I will send him just
What's
a few $1,000s.
Send him a Bitcoin.
I don't have one of those.
Who?
A Bitcoin.
I don't trust currencies that change all the time. I mean, the US dollar changes far too often. First it was gold standard, then they went fiat backed, and then it's just wildly.
Oh, I thought it was just a piece of a coin.
No,
It's mailed
it's.
to you.
Oh, I also thought that.
Greg will say, "No, it's listen. I'm cool. I have like I have a crypto farm. It's fine.
Use the money to buy yourself something nice then.
I have
Who?
I have plenty of money.
But you live on a farm. You just said you lived on a farm. Obviously, you need money, or you wouldn't be living on a farm.
Where do you keep a farm in San Francisco?
You just do me a solid sometime.
I'm sorry. I think you forget. How old are you, child? This is not a request. This is an order from your seniors.
All right.
The money is your payment. I
That's,
understand. The
Okay.
rest of your payment is the fact that you are now elevated by your association with us.
If you're ever down by the docks, stop by the circus. I promise it's fun.
probably not going to happen. But keep it in mind. He will give you his PayPal or his Venmo account.
It's Venmo?
Yes, which is Big Greg 420.
I text some like kind financial dude that I have to hold my money and just be like, send this from bank account to this thing. I don't know how to do this. I will point out that Sona has 3 dots in financials, so I am rich.
Nice. Greg will just sort of take the computer and be like, all right, well, I'm gonna take this. I'll let you know when I find something. Cool. All right.
Zara has 2 dots in fame, but no riches, just fame.
He'll walk out of the apartment.
It's funny you speak about farms. Most of a decent chunk of my current financial situation comes from the fact that I invested in an apple farm run by a certain Mr. Jobs early on in the 20th century. I didn't think an apple farm would really do that much. I was just going to hold the stocks there for a while and sell them when I need them, but, you know, turns out they're worth millions today, so I hope those apples are selling well.
Well, congratulations on your apples. They must be very good ones.
Or just desirable.
Fair.
Greg is gone. Greg has left the building.
We're all talking about an apple farm.
Oh, speaking of, Teo left a little while ago, I'm assuming to the club.
You all hear his engine rev up downstairs as he honks on the horn.
Oh. I see we're late.
They are waiting for us then.
Mackenzie will.
Do you want to assign someone here in case someone comes back?
Mackenzie just puts a hand up and says, I'm going to take some time to look through all of this and see what I can piece together, so I'll be here.
Probably just madness.
Well, probably. Hopefully not. Hopefully something got left behind.
Alright. I'm gonna take one last look around the apartment with my ghost eyes before turning them off.
No ghosts. Sorry.
Sad.
I hate having to order around the younger generations. Not very fun.
It seems like you enjoy it, though. Just
I don't. It's just that to command any authority, you have to.
Oh. Well, I just don't. But I'm glad you do. It's very good for the image, I suppose.
That's why you control the apples.
Yes, I also invested in this window company as well.
I heard there's soon to be 11 windows.
Oh, someone was talking about that.
Yes, I heard this new window. Apparently, it's not as good as the other windows.
Hmm.
I hope it doesn't ruin your prospects.
Yes.
Remind me to ask you about investing in strange corporations next time I'm thinking about it.
I have a kind that does that for me.
Ah.
They think I live in They think I live in Switzerland.
Dale like lays on the horn even harder now.
All right. We're
Jesus
trying to catch
Christ.
up.
Does Teo just look invisible behind the wheel right now?
Oh my goodness. How long does this obfuscate power last?
One scene until detected.
Okay,
Um,
okay. By the
Zara will open Irene's door for her this time because Teo's already in the car.
Thank
I,
you.
s- I assume Irene takes the passenger seat.
Obviously.
Just had to
Thank
double check.
It's not a question anymore. We've had this fight 100 years ago.
Once
In a
everyone-
carriage.
Yeah, once everyone gets in, he's now visible again, and they say, "Well, this Brimstone Club."
Do you know how to get there?
What's the sort of notoriety of the Brimstone? Is it like a
Let's-
well-known place, or?
Go ahead and roll wits plus streetwise.
Can I also roll?
Yeah, anyone who wants to can.
That's only going to be 2 dice for me, so I'm going to go ahead and not.
That's 4
Oh!
dice for me. No, that's 3 dice.
That's not good.
Rue.
Yeah, I got
Rue.
a total failure on the hunger die.
Oh, no.
Did you get
I got-
any
Oh, I
successes?
got 4 successes. I got
Okay. As long as you get some successes, then you're fine.
Okay. Okay.
I had 4 successes.
Nice. What was Teo's result?
None.
No.
No successes.
No, Teo, you have never heard of the Brimstone Club before. So no, neither have you. Zara and Irene, you do know a bit about it. It is a
Work.
no, oh my. It's not new. It's not new, but it's not like old. Like it was just barely starting up the last time you were in San Francisco. It is it's a nightclub that is known for catering to like a very particular scene. That scene being people who like to pretend that they are vampires.
Vamp goths. Got it.
Yeah.
Are these the emotional vampires? The psychic vampires?
The ones that you can protect against with Gwyneth Paltrow's special perfume.
Yeah.
God.
Jesus Christ. Yes, when it was just starting up, it was they didn't intend to attract that crowd, but they did. You're not quite sure how it's changed in the last 30 years. Apparently there's now kindred money involved in it, but yeah. You do know where it is.
Well, anyone want to tell me how to get there?
We all need to get out more. Alright, it's over that way.
Yeah.
Gestures.
Hang a left.
Hang a left. That's all the direction you got.
Hang a left
I'm-
and
I'm
hang
going-
right.
I'm going to give step-by-step instructions.
Thank you.
Yes, Zara gives all the instructions while I'm just talking about all of the weird vampire artists that I've met at this club last time I was there.
Nice. You take a left at the second Burger King, the one right after the Arby's, and then. Listen, that's how I give directions. So.
Mm.
Yeah. You make your drive over to the Brimstone Club. It doesn't look very active. There's not like a line outside or anything. You do see a bouncer outside who smells kind to you.
I can actually smell his resonance as well.
Jesus, I don't remember what they are.
I just have the Bloodhound merit.
Yes. Remember what the resonances are. One of them's phlebotomy or no, I don't remember.
Another time.
I'll figure it out later.
When I'm using my Oblivion powers, I have absolutely no resonance.
Ooh.
Sounds about right.
Mm.
Yeah, he smells kind. You can hear some like electro goth music coming from inside.
Rowan, I want you to know where this is where me, the human, Rue, is. I live
Same.
here.
Same.
This is where I would go if Columbus had something like this. What do the four of you like to do?
I think we should just go in, right?
I want to dance.
Oh yeah.
No better way to scope a place out than like enjoy the atmosphere.
Also, I'm pretty certain that every single person here would be so down to donate blood consensually. Look
Oh,
at them.
yes.
Look at them.
Absolutely. These are my favorite kinds of places to go.
That is actually a good point. I don't know if my old feeding bag is still around. The 50-something by now. Maybe they're still into it. Who knows? I'll see if I can look them up in the yellow pages.
These all look like locals. Not my type.
Fair.
Well, you're bougie, so.
We know you've got taste.
Gee.
For the exquisite, I suppose.
Yes, the four of you exit your vehicle to approach the club. The bouncer steps in front of you and looks the four of you up and down and says, "Ever been here before?"
The two of us have. We're bringing some friends.
Right.
I need to change, don't I?
Yeah, looks at Tio and Sona says, "It's not really the aesthetic that we have here."
What aesthetic do they have here?
Zara.
Is there one of those
Sorry, no.
hot topics nearby? I can go and quickly purchase an outfit or something.
I brought extra outfits with me, actually, for all of you, just in case. Because I knew you would all wear something ugly to the meetup. And Irene has like a purse or whatever. So she pulls out like outfits specifically chosen for the other members.
I can do your makeup if you'd like.
It's fine. I have my own. And Dale returns to their car.
I'm not going to change on the street.
Why not?
Yes, they are.
The bouncer will also tell you, Teo, to get rid of the giant knife that you have very evidently on your person.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You can try and put it more subtly on your person if you'd like, but that will require a roll.
They don't need it that badly.
Sona will go. Okay, wow, that's an angry dog. Sona will go into the alleyway and just do a quick change. Yeah, I'm
Easy enough.
So, Dale keeps a trunk in the back of his car full of different things for his profession, and they just change outfits. And this one is a lot more colorful. They just change their top, and it is just a green mesh top.
Zara
What
is
out-
looking
the only change.
respectfully.
The only change.
What outfit
That's a
did you
good look.
choose for Sona, by the way? I want to know.
I got like a Gucci head wrap instead.
Not changing head wraps.
Oh, damn it! All right. Well, it was worth a try. All right. And then like sort of more plain, like a black silk button down with like matching like silk pants. You know, try to keep it sort of neutral.
Very nice. Well, this beats linen robes. Let's go.
Yeah. Without trouble, the 4 of you are now allowed in following your costume change. You go up a short flight of stairs, and it lets out into a. It's not a large club, but it's big enough. There is a dance floor with a crowded number of an odd mix between like the super goths and like the colorful goths. They are cohabitating. There's a
Formed
couple.
temporary truce.
Exactly. They've found the one thing they have in common, which is vampires. There's a couple booths around sort of the perimeter. There is a bar. There is there's like a DJ up on the stage, and a couple like doors that lead into back areas, and it's popping.
I'm going to immediately go towards the back area door.
Alright.
Is there a guard or something while guarding it?
You see like a security guy.
Kine?
Yes, kind.
Forget this, and I'm going to use Dominate to cast Cloud Memory.
I believe that does require a rouse check.
Actually, it's cost-free for Cloud Memory.
Nice.
However,
Alright.
no roll is required against an unprepared mortal victim.
Yeah, they are not prepared.
I just open the door and gesture us all in. Don't you want to see what goes on behind the scenes?
Dale's not there.
Theo disappeared.
Evan's also not here.
Dale's on the dance floor.
Ah.
Are all 3 of you on the dance floor?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so
Like,
no, I'll
Dale's
stick
like
around.
dreadlocks are like let loose and they're just whipping around.
So now you say your
At least
badass
Adam
line.
was also always business.
So now you say your badass line to absolutely no one, except the security who will not remember it.
I'll write that one down for later.
Yeah.
And you step through. The 3 of you on the dance floor. Are you just dancing or doing anything particular?
I'm trying to like dance my way from person to person and find the person in the club with the highest like social status. Like not necessarily the owner of the club, but like there's always a person in the club who's definitely like the person to be dancing with.
Yes.
And
yes,
I
yes,
want
yes.
to be dancing with them.
Okay. Make a charisma, and then either insight or etiquette roll.
Okay. Charisma etiquette.
Etiquette or insight, up to you.
Okay. 5 successes if you count the one of them's a double success.
Damn. All right. Yeah, easily enough, you are able to find be like the person to be with here tonight. She has long blonde hair down to like the middle of her back, completely wild, barely wearing, and like just wearing like just enough clothes to be able to like go onto the streets without being arrested or what have you. Yeah, she's got a gang of boys around her.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd like to work my way into that and like sort of in between dancing, like just like make casual conversation about like I'm playing on the fact that like I've been here before, but I always look new in town because I'm from the fucking circus. So I'm trying to get the feel of the vibe from her.
okay. As you approach, she'll look over me. Hey,
Hello.
are
This is a
you?
lovely place, don't you think?
It is. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite. I have not seen you here before.
I'm very new in town. You know the circus I just stopped in
I can't say I'm familiar, but now I want to be.
down by the docks. We just parked in for a season or so, and I heard this was the place to be for, and like smiles and shows their teeth. Vamps.
Absolutely. And can I say those phenomenal?
Thank you. A dentist in Zurich did them for me.
They're real.
They're real.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Is there anything you're trying to learn from her?
Um, well, you clearly know this place very well. Is there anything beyond the dance floor? I don't know, more private areas?
Hmm. Roll a charisma persuasion roll.
Right. 6 once again. Wow. That's
Sorry, it's
3
good with
successes.
people.
Yes.
I mean, hey, that's 3 successes is good enough. She likes you. So, so sort of look around, be like, yeah, all right, when this song's done.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Irene and Teo, anything that you're attempting to do on the dance floor, or are you just dancing?
100% just dancing. They're doing Street Fighter moves as like people
love
are
that for
backing
her.
up due to like the size is tall.
Fucking like Chun-Li spin kick.
Yes. Tail doesn't get to like let loose often, so well, not in a fun way like this.
Right. And Irene?
Irene is slowly amassing a little group of people who are obviously very submissive, and it's just like looking up at this like 6'5" degrading woman.
Easy enough to do.
Yeah. Right.
Yes. MILF powers activate. Yeah. Anything you want to get from them?
Try to talk to them about like, oh, like this place is so nice. What kind of like have anything weird ever happened here? I like weird things, like I don't know.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll charisma persuasion.
Cool.
Irene, also very good at this sort of thing. As Toreadors are wont to do.
We've got. The...
I got 5 successes.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. You get a couple people talking about like oh, in the back of the club, there's like you get a private room, you and do a variety of things back there. One person does mention that there's a new owner of the club, apparently, within the last like 2 years or so, who's been like a lot less present than the old owners. They're a very mysterious individual, and there's been a lot like less advertising of the club lately. So like anyone who's here is someone who's like been coming here for a long time, or like is friends with someone, and they're like visiting town, and they're like, okay, we have to go to the Brimstone Club. Yeah. So new patrons are abnormal. Sona, you push through the door to the back. There is a carpeted hallway with like low red lights above, really setting the atmosphere. There's a variety of doors down the hallway with different like numbers on that, like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatnot. There are a couple of them that have like occupied signs, a couple unoccupied. There is a large, a like heavier looking door towards the back that, from a very brief glance, you're like, oh, okay, well, it's a reinforced door here in this club. That one does not have a number on it.
Right. I think I can assume what these rooms tend to be for. And then I will go over to the reinforced door and I'll look at it. It doesn't just open if I pull the handle.
No. Looking over it, it is, you like put your hand up to it, tap it. This is a like steel reinforced door with a like electronic like keypad that requires like a swipe card.
Well, that's unfortunate. Is there any chance I could use my 1 dot in larceny to try and pick the lock? Or
The
is
lock
it just it's
the
just
lock
electric?
the lock is a computer.
Okay.
So that would be a technology roll. You could roll intelligence technology if you'd like.
Nope. I think it'd probably be better if I try and kick the door down.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength larceny roll.
Oh boy, I should have just gone with intelligence technology. All right.
You can do that instead if you'd like. You haven't made the
yeah,
roll yet.
no, I'll take the extra single die.
Like you're gonna hurt yourself.
I'm probably just gonna get electrocuted, aren't I? Oh, okay. That's a crit on my hunger die and a success.
So a total of 3
3.
successes then.
Yeah.
Okay. You get down and sort of like pull the face of this off, and get into the wires in the back and start like poking him and be like, open and open. And it's not working. It is frustrating beyond all belief. You put something in the wrong place and get a little zapped, and you feel this surge of anger and Sona, you just like grab the key swipe pad and just rip it off the wall, and just like look down at it in your hand, like, well, that didn't work.
And now that I've broken the door,
It's not. It's to be clear, it's not unlocked
yeah, no, I know. I mean, I've broken it, so now no one can open it. Wonderful.
from this side.
All right, I will go back down the hallway, peek out the door, and I'll try and lock eyes with Teo.
Yeah, easy enough.
I mean, Teo finally.
Unless
I'm
Teo
sure-
is very clearly busy.
Yeah, but after a while, Teo would realize when they'd stop and then calmly walk over as if they weren't even dancing. And Teo leans in and whispers, "So what's going on?"
I need to break down a door, and I tried to pick it, but
Oh,
I got frustrated.
say no more. And Teo just starts walking into the direction that Sona pointed in.
Teo, you can make a strength larceny check if you'd like.
Strength larceny.
Is helping a thing in this system? I'm not 100% on the rules yet.
Yeah, you can attempt to. Do you have any dots in larceny?
I do. I have a dot in larceny.
Then you can help add 1 die to Teo's pool. And remember, Teo, I believe you're rolling with 2 hunger dice this
Yes,
time?
2 hunger dice. So on the hunger dice, I got a 10 and an 8. So
Okay.
that's a crit.
That's a total of 3 successes so
Yep.
far.
And then 1 failure.
Okay. So a total of 3 successes on the roll?
Yes. And then did you want to roll that larceny roll, or should I roll?
You roll an extra die, Teo.
And that's a failure also.
Wah wah.
Dice not liking me tonight.
You step back and you know, summon up all the strength of your kindred form and slam your foot into the door, and it does not open. You okay, shoulder into the door, does not open. It does like bend in a little bit. You make a little dent in it, but it is not opening. You were just slamming and slamming into this door, and then the door behind you opens as you see as the security guard steps into this hallway and looks at the two of you and yells out, "Hey!"
This is the one I already dominated.
It is, yes.
I'm good.
Does he seem prepared now if I do it again?
Yeah, I would say yes.
Alright, so I will try and do this again, but now he needs to roll wits and resolve.
Okay.
So this is a charisma and dominate roll on my part, but I have a question. I have the merit. Where is it?
Oh,
I have
you're
the-
like really sexy.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
I add a die. Can I add that?
Yeah. All right. This is not going to be a great roll for this guy.
Barrett being sexy.
Mhm.
All right.
I
tell
think
me how
that's
many
also
successes-
the one I took.
Nice.
Gotta take it.
I mean,
Extra die.
Theo's sexy. Just doesn't need a merit for that.
Zara
So it's
looks like a clown.
it's
Not clown,
Which
but a
some people are into. So I mean, you know.
it's 6 and above that are successes, correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's 1 success.
Oh, he got 3. So
Wonderful.
yeah, rolled a crit. So
Continue. Sorry.
I believe that when you do use your power, your third eye opens, does it not?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So this kind security guard stands there and watches a third eye appear on your head and just goes, "What the fuck?"
Uh, and with that, Theo would grapple, just rush the guard and grapple and try to silence them.
All right, with an unnerving speed, you rush forward, make a strength brawl roll.
I will call out to Teo. One of these rooms are not occupied. You can stuff them in there.
Oh, I'm gonna. That was brawl and strength.
Yes, strength
And
brawl.
what is it specialization?
Yes.
So grappling is Theo's.
So you add an extra die to your pool.
After that, it's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
It's 8.
My the last character I played was a Toreador, and under certain situations, I could roll like 13 dice to manipulate someone.
Wow. So it's an absurd amount. So uh, that's a 10 on the hunger dice, 7. So that is 5 successes. Oh, these 8 die that I just rolled.
Woof.
All right. Yeah, you rush forward and you put this dude in a headlock and just slam him down to the ground. What do you want to do with him from here?
Oh,
He is
Theo-
resisting, but not effectively.
Theo just muffles them and then pulls him into that open room. You said there was an available room.
There's an unoccupied room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just throw him in there.
What's in this room?
In this room, there is a couch with one of those. It's like a corner couch. There's a table in the middle of it. There's a little mini fridge off to the side. And yeah, it's
Whatever.
not very. It's kind of sparsely decorated.
For whatever reason, I was kind of expecting riding crops and handcuffs. All right. Just can we lock him in here? Is there a way to lock the door from the outside?
From the outside, no. From the inside, yes.
Well, I'm trying to like knock him out. We can just knock
You can
him
also
out.
do that. Yeah, you can
We'll
knock him
struggle with
out. You can flip the. You don't have to roll. You're a vampire, and he's just a dude. And
Bonk.
you already have him grappled. You sort of take his head and just into a wall or something. He is unconscious. You can put him in here and flip the sign to occupied.
Yes. Oh yeah, we're gonna flip that side.
I'll go
And,
ahead and open the mini fridge. What's in there?
In there is there's a couple. There's some alcoholic beverages, some water, some Gatorade, and like blood bags. They don't have any blood. Smell it. There's no blood in them. It's very obviously something like dyed red. But
I'll go ahead and crack open a few of these alcoholic things. Make it look like he was drinking, I guess, and I'll just shoot him back real quick. I can eat food as one of my abilities as well.
nice. All right.
So I'm probably a little tipsy.
I mean, you're a vampire, so no.
Oh.
Austin
Okay.
said differently.
Not unless you cannot get drunk unless you activate Blush of Life.
I'll do that.
Unless you're married, you want to activate Blush
You
of
want to
Life.
get drunk?
Why not?
All right, make a rouse check.
7.
Yeah, okay. Some color comes into some of the skin as they become a little bit more lifelike.
And then I'll just pile the bottles next to him.
Nice. All right. Zara, the song ends, and your new companion will offer out a hand for you to take.
Zara would ask their name. I forgot to, but Zara would have.
Her name is Alice.
Alice.
she will offer out a hand for you to take.
Zara will take it and kiss it, and then keep holding it.
And will lead you to the back, and is unless you want to do something else, it's going to take you into one of the unoccupied rooms.
Is it the same back area where these two are, or is it a different back area?
It's the same back area. These two are currently in a room, though.
In a room. Okay, cool. I was like, oh, if they shift, it's gonna be really awkward. Yep. Zara will go. Zara will notice that the is it obvious that the door has been tampered with, the big one?
To you, yes. You can see the keypad ripped off the wall, and there's like a small laying on the floor. There's a small dent in it.
Zara will notice that, make like a mental note of it for later, and then go with Alice into the room.
All right. Unless there is anything specific that you, any information or anything that you wanted to get from Alice, then.
Not particularly. Zara just wanted a reason to be in this back area space, and also, there's a hot goth.
There is. All right, we're gonna fade to black on that scene.
Perfect.
Irene, you doing anything out front?
Irene sees that Zara is going back with someone, and she's like, "Oh, that son of a bitch," and immediately points to one of the people in the circle. "You, darling, we're going back."
Okay. They will not argue.
Fantastic.
Why would you just stop with one?
You, everyone, we're going back.
To be clear, there's 5 people around you.
Perfect.
The bigger the better.
All right.
Oh no.
That's exactly how much attention Irene needs.
I love it.
Deserves.
Oh, I love it. Goals.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You and these 5 people will head back to the last unoccupied room.
I feel like it's probably at that time that Sona and Teo walk out of the other one and see Irene with the crowd.
I was like, without me?
Hello, Teo. You can join if you like.
Yeah, you can if you'd like to. You can go. I'm just gonna wait until I hear someone coming from the other side of the door, and then I'm just gonna pop them over the head.
Are you saying this all out loud?
Yes.
Okay. There are 5 kind here.
Don't worry, they're stupid.
It's a joke.
No, we agreed beforehand. It's a small group. It's hide and seek pretty much, but sexual.
Hide and seek.
All right. Sure.
How do you all interact with kind so easily? I don't understand.
Well,
Practice, darling. All right. Sona, you can wait a little bit by the door. It's about how long do you want to wait?
Until the 3 other members are finished with whatever they're doing, at least.
Fair enough. You wait maybe 20 or so minutes, and then you hear someone coming from. You do hear on the other side of this door a zzz noise of the electronic lock unlocking, and the door does begin to swing open. And on the other side, you see dressed in a nice, fine-looking cheap suit. There's a ghoul with a buzz cut who opens the door, and they look at you.
Kind?
Ghoul.
Ghoul?
They look at you and sort
Oh,
of cock a head to the side and say, can I help you?
Yes, I need to speak to the owner. Are they in tonight, or are you in charge here?
I don't know you,
You should.
and yet I don't.
He has apples.
Is
Uh,
that what's heard from the other side of the door?
Yes.
what are they doing? Okay. Is there? Is there some kind of role I could do to impose my authority over the school or status?
Are you attempting to sort of like intimidate them, or?
I think it's more of a just like I am who I am. You should know me, and if you don't, that's your problem.
Um, I'm gonna say that in this particular situation, there's not really exactly a role for this. They don't look like uh, they don't look like they want to listen to you. Like they, straight up, they do not know who you are.
I am Sona, one of the prince's chief agents, and I am investigating something for them. Now, I did not know that this was a kindred, one of our establishments, but now that it is, you can help me.
Prince didn't tell us anyone was stopping by.
That's the point.
And how do I know who? How do I know you are who you say you are?
Do you want an ID? I don't really carry one of those. How should I prove it?
Not my problem.
All right, and then I will lift my bandana to reveal a third eye. You know my kind. Soul stealers, dream eaters, the salubri. Now I recommend you assist me, or you will find yourself facing me.
Go ahead and roll manipulation, intimidation.
All right. Does this benefit from my hotness ability?
I'm gonna say no.
Fair. Worth a shot.
Yeah,
Worth a shot.
it was worth a shot.
That is 3 successes. Yeah, one of which was a crit.
All right. You see, this individual. Their face like falters. A look of like, oh fuck, comes across their face for a brief second, and they square back up and say, right. What do you need help with?
Who owns this club?
I don't know. They pay me enough to that I don't ask.
Okay, well.
I
Do you have financial documents, things like that? I need to find the owner to speak with them.
do. Yeah, I run the day-to-day here.
Do they have an office here?
No, I do.
Any rooms that they tell you not to go in?
Not. No. They. I've never met them in person.
Oh, and for any damages that I might have caused, you could bill me. I will pay happily.
They look around and see the fucked up door. Just. Right. Okay. All right. Come on.
Extra for your trouble as well. All right. And I would like to just do some investigation, I guess, in the back rooms and offices.
Yeah. There is a short set of stairs that goes down, and it leads to a little area with two separate offices in them. One that looks like it's unused. The other is this person's. They open up the door and gesture for you to go in and say, I don't know exactly what you're looking for. Please try and make it quick if you can. I don't think I'm supposed to let you down here.
I'll be as fast as possible. And I would like to also use Sense the Unseen here.
Okay. What was what exactly were you looking for here? You mentioned like financial documents.
I
and
just
whatnot.
wanted to see if there's any way of getting into contact with who owns the club, or any hints as to who it might be. Like maybe mail is forwarded from somewhere. I can get like a bank account routing number or something.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me a intelligence finance roll.
I have a person for this, unfortunately. Okay. That's no successes. All right. Wonderful.
There's a bunch of numbers on some papers. You don't know what any of them mean. But you activate Sense the Unseen, and when you do that, look around, you do see someone in the other office. They um, they do look like they are magically hidden, or at least attempting to. They did not expect to have you come down here.
I
They
will talk to the school. Do you know that there's someone else in that office?
The ghoul goes, "What? I'm sorry. What? What?"
Just calm yourself, and I will. It appears that the other vacant office isn't as vacant as you believe it to be, and I will go over to the door of it and just clear my throat.
Very good. Up above, the three of you, anything that you wanted to do?
While in the act, Deo will ask where everyone's from.
Yeah, you get most of the five, four of them are from are locals. One, however, is a friend visiting from LA.
Deo like smirks at Irene and says, "Shall we?"
Sure. Of course, Teo.
But you'll have to have 4 of them.
Fine.
Okay. And Teo's gonna feed
All right.
on the one visitor.
All right. They do not resist, considering where you are.
I will say though, this clan's bane is painful kiss,
Oh.
and yes, though they might be into it, it's gonna hurt a lot.
Are there specifics to like mechanically what that does, or
I can't seem to find it right now.
we can find it later
Yeah.
then. That's fine.
Further.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you make a charisma. Make a make a charisma leadership roll, please.
Oh Jesus! Let's see how this one goes. So if I'm only rolling one die, do I only roll one hunger die?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see what the hunger die says. It's a failure. It's 5.
All right. So I lied. They are not into it. And as soon as you start to bite into them, they go, "Ow, ow, stop, stop."
All right, darling, be nice.
Okay.
Alright. So, Teo does not feed tonight.
Not unless Irene's ready to just either eat the rest or just kill them all.
We're not going to kill them. Irene is a consensual feeder. She only eats off people who want to be.
Oh, we're such a great pair then.
Yes.
Why am I hanging out with you? Teo
Because I'm
won't feed.
fun. I don't tell you what to do. Well,
Teo releases
Alright.
the kind. Says, well, maybe next time.
I'll find you something. Here.
Alright.
Okay.
Sona. Sorry, what was that?
So,
Leo?
and I was gonna say, I assume around this time we'll probably leave the room. And I guess Irene would know this, but the scars around Teo's mouth have widened, have opened up, as he has very shark-like teeth, and the scars are kind of closing back up again.
Good stuff. The three of you exit, and you can see that the door that was previously closed has been left a little bit open. There's a stopper in it as the person from below did not want to close it again until it got fixed. Just in case.
Well, it seems like Sona got in. Why don't we join them?
See what
Sona,
sort of trouble they're getting into.
Sona, you, as the clear your throat outside the door. There is no response.
Yes, this office looks perfect for what I need to do, and I will go and close the door behind me on the ghoul. Does this person react at all?
They are standing there staring at you. They know that they know that you can see them. They have like dark brown skin, bald, cargo pants, this big like poofy coat with a fur sort of collar thing, a variety of tattoos of indigenous American tattoos over their body, and just sort of like stand there unmoving, staring at you.
Are you the real owner of this club?
She will like slowly reach behind her, like into the back of the jacket, and then quickly pull her hand out and leap forward and try and stake you.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. And I think that is probably a great place to call it for the night.
Yeah, a great
Oh
place to
boy.
go.
What trouble did you get yourself into?
We will be back here next week for the second episode of the Gehenna Principle. And we can find out what happens with all that. Let's do some outros. Let's tell the people who we are and where they can find us. Does anyone want to volunteer to go first, or should I pick on someone?
What do you think, Rowan?
Rue, you go first because you spoke up.
Yep, that's what I figured. Hi, I'm Rue. I use they or he pronouns, and I have been playing Zara, who uses all pronouns. You can find me on Twitter as @IlanaKnight13, and essentially everywhere else as Ilana Knight without the 13 because I made a Twitter at 12 and fucked myself over. Um, and aside from this, you can find me every other Tuesday on Heroes Without Limits, where I run an investigative horror system called Haven of Horrors, or on every other Saturday on Friends Who Roll Dice. But we're taking a break for 4th of July. I run Monster Hearts game that I've forgotten the name of at the top of my head, but I do run it.
Insolitus Academy.
Thank you! Rowan knows my games better than I do.
I got you. Julio, who are you? What do you do?
I'm Julio. I make noise in music bands, and I play role-playing games, and I'm on the internet. I exist there. You can find me at Poppy Champloo. It's a play on a Dominican slang word and the Samurai Champloo, actually. That's Julio lore. We're dropping that. And yeah, yes, that's it for now for me.
Milan, what's your deal?
Hi, I am Milan, but better known on the internet as Mallard Man. I have been playing the late Sona, who uses he and they pronouns. I use he and him. You can find me on Twitter as @MallardMan0523. You can find me on Twitch, where I do streaming on Saturdays with Dub Club. I have a document for this now. I should just read that. Yeah, on Saturdays on my Twitch channel, we play Dub Club. Yesterday, I was playing Civ 6 with none other than It's Deridla D herself. On coming up soon to be on this Tuesday, there is the finale of Institutionalize, the Monster of the Week game that I play in with Rowan, and Faye and AJ over on the Faye Realm Twitch channel. You should all catch it because it's gonna be a good one, I hope. Yeah, and those are all the things I am shouting out for now. Oh, wait, one more thing. Soon to be beginning is an actual play podcast of BTM where I will be playing. It is under the Beholder to No One network called Dice Before Dawn Phoenix by Night. And that's all of my things.
That sounds fun. Cleric.
Should be.
Oh, I'm Cleric. You can find me on Twitter at Clerical Cleric. I have a Kickstarter coming out next week for incantations, different spells you can use in various TTRPGs. So you can find the link to that in my Twitter. Yeah, but very, very excited to be playing with these lovely humans.
Vampires.
Kindred, excuse
My
me.
bad.
Vampires.
They're
that
all
word.
one and the same, my brethren.
Sure.
I'm a clown.
Yeah.
Right, but what's your character playing?
A clown sexy.
Wow.
Oh, okay. And I have been your game master, Rowan. My pronouns are they, she. You can find me on the internet as @RedWhiteRP. I am a writer, streamer, sensitivity reader, editor, professional dice cruncher, and professional DM. You can hire me to do any of those things via DMs or through the various links on my Twitter account. If you want to watch me play some more games, Milan mentioned already, Institutionalized, our Monster of the Week X Criminal Minds game over on the Fae Realm. Season finale is going to be Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern. Very excited for that. And then we're going to be coming back for season 2 during the Fae Realm's second season starting July 12th. That's Fae with Fae. It's very good. It's a channel that I helped start and help run. I am the creative lead there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Julio is playing in one of our games
That's right.
for the second season.
July 31st.
I'm running a one shot at some point.
Yeah, we have it scheduled. I just don't remember when.
Me either.
It's fine. That's what Google Docs are for. And then Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern over on Weave the Tale. I am the GM for Dragon Age Nightingale's Crown. a little short 6-episode campaign using the Dragon Age TTRPG set in the midst of DA Inquisition. It's a lot of fun. Some things are happening. Liliana's involved because she's the best character in the Dragon Age series. And then, not tonight, but most Sundays, you can see me over on Honey and Dice for Clockwork Vines, a botanical steampunk Call of Cthulhu game, where I get to play Sim Valentine, a very punchy himbo dad. Um, that's all I'm doing at the moment. I am actively working to make my schedule less hellish. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I can't wait to see what our kindred get up to next week. And maybe by then I'll have figured out how the prince is supposed to talk.
The ending of this one really raised the stakes. What can I say?
You could have not said that. That
See
was
yourself
also
out.
an option.
See yourself out.
All right,
Bye.
cut it.
And we're done on that one.